Another day, another dollar. Today is Wednesday. Looks like we got another exciting day ahead in financial markets. So without further ado, let's kick things off. These are the top 5 things I'll be watching today. Starting off with number 1. Investors are breathing a sigh of relief this morning now that U.S. lawmakers have finally managed to come together to deliver the massive economic stimulus plan which we've been waiting for in order to cushion the economic impact of the coronavirus outbreak. Shortly before 2 a.m. Eastern Time, the White House and Senate leaders announced that they managed to come to an agreement on the $2 trillion coronavirus stimulus bill that is expected to be signed into law later on Wednesday. So overall, under the plan, people making up to $75,000 will be eligible to receive checks of $1,200. The rescue package also includes assistance to hospitals and small businesses in order for them to meet their payroll needs, as well as a $500 billion bailout for corporations which have been hit the hardest from the coronavirus outbreak, such as airlines and cruise operators. On to number 2. Stocks on Wall Street look set to extend their massive rally from Tuesday when the Dow soared more than 11%, its biggest one-day percentage gain since 1933. At the moment, Dow futures are pointing to a gain of more than 700 points at the open, or about 3.5%. That being said, some of the biggest rallies throughout history have occurred during bear markets. The biggest uncertainty, to me at least, is how countries will deal with stopping the spread of the coronavirus outbreak, and when we start seeing indications of when many of these nations which are currently under lockdown start lifting these curbs on economic activity. Until then, many of these rallies cannot be trusted, in my opinion. On to number 3. The rally in oil prices is continuing this morning with U.S. crude prices trading at about the $25 barrel level. That is up more than 26% from its 18-year low of $19.46 hit at the end of last week. So overall, the bullish run in oil prices is obviously getting a cheerful nod from equities, which have been rallying. Just a word of caution, at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, the U.S. Energy Information Administration releases its weekly report on crude oil stockpiles. Forecasts are expected to show a build of almost 3 million barrels last week, underscoring a slowdown in demand. On to number 4. On the data front, at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we get the latest report on durable goods orders. That is expected to show a drop of 0.8% last month. The data will not show the full extent of the impact of the outbreak as it covers February. We were still dealing with business as usual in the first 2 weeks of February before social distancing and lockdowns started to occur. But overall, we are expecting a slowdown in U.S. economic activity in the months ahead before stimulus starts taking its effect and we start seeing an economic recovery. On to number 5. The coronavirus outbreak is showing no signs of slowing down, and that will continue to be in the news today. The rise of infections in the U.S. is now amongst the highest in the world, with total cases reaching more than 50,000, doubling in less than 3 days. In particular, New York City has been one of the hardest hits, suffering another surge in new cases yesterday, bringing its total to around 15,000. Globally, we're at almost 430,000 confirmed cases, with the death toll approaching 20,000. So taking all that into account, we'll continue to be watching headlines regarding the spreading of the disease around the US and many countries around Europe. Be sure to check out my weekly stock market article covering 3 food delivery stocks, which are set to benefit as more and more Americans are locked up in their homes. That's it for me for today. As always, head over to Investing.com's YouTube page, hit the subscribe button, and in order for you to receive these notifications of when these videos go up and more. So may the trading gods be with you. Have a good day, everybody, and stay safe and healthy.